We play this game to win, by any means necessary. To our last breath, to the last play, we hunt. When we bleed, it's orange and green. War ready is the phrase often used. Around these parks, it's game time. No need to turn back the hands of time. We back like we never left. One thing that'll never change is the brand, the you.
Welcome to the Games Get Played Network. I'm your host, Wise. We're back. We're going to go ahead and hop into this Miami versus Florida State recap. Miami beat Florida State 36-14. So I definitely said before the game, my score prediction was 60-14. Miami definitely left a lot of fucking points on the field, obviously, with the 3 field goals we made. Overall, there were some misses. I also think the communication and the protection, pass protection wise, wasn't up to par with where it needed to be. But Florida State was hell bent on keeping 2 safeties over the top the entire night to not give up big plays. So it pretty much looked like Norvell, them game plan was, we just don't want to get blown out too fucking bad. I will say I thought they did play good, tight coverage on us. In certain circumstances and instances, they were physical on the outside as far as with the wide receivers. But they were definitely playing not to lose. They weren't playing like they were a team that they thought could win that game. So, I know a lot of people weren't happy with the 36-14 game and whatnot, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe we got out of there being completely healthy or close enough to it. I know Wesley had a big hit at one point in the game and he was down, so I hope everything's clean and clear for him. But overall, it looks like we came out pretty healthy, man, and, you got to win. We're 8-0 at this point. I don't really think you can be mad or really argue with 8-0. It's not the pure domination points wise you would have wanted to see from the offense, but overall, I mean, the defense held up their end of the bargain. The offense just needed to put more points on the board. However, I'm not really disappointed with how it turned out in a sense, just because this was the best rushing game of the season, in my opinion. Even with the sacks that we took, because we did get sacked 4 times and the sack yardage included, we rushed for 230 yards. So without sack yardage, I'm pretty sure we was at every bit of 250. Damian Martinez, 148 yards, 15 carries, 9.5 yards a pop, 2 touchdowns. Fletcher also had 15 carries for 71 yards and 1 touchdown. Cam Ward on the day, 22 of 35 for 208 yards. This is the first game of the season where he did not throw a touchdown pass. However, he did catch a touchdown pass from Elijah Arroyo, and that was the only touchdown Cam scored. And like I said, which is fine, man, I've been asking for the run game to crank the fuck up. We finally came through and made that happen. The offensive line, pass blocking wise, a lot of shit to clean up. But in the run game, we opened up a lot of big ass holes. And I thought the run blocking was great. There were a couple of spots where we didn't necessarily block the greatest, but you're not going to create massive holes on every play, right? They're men. They're going to win some reps as well. But overall, we definitely controlled the line of scrimmage from the run game perspective, and I felt that we were dominant while doing it. 3 rushing touchdowns, obviously, on the day and everything. On the Florida State side, man, they had a total of what, like right under 250 yards, maybe? Or they had 248 yards. Miami had 445 yards. We had 31 first downs, and we were 8 of 14 on third down. We were also 3 of 3 on fourth down. So yeah, you would have liked to see a little more yards, but points wise, it looked like that because of what we left on the field, honestly. But to only give up 115 passing yards, gave up 133 rushing yards, but that's a little deceiving because you had that broken play, right? You had the broken play on 4th and 1 for a 42-yard run or whatever, and it just make it look a little different, honestly. But no, I mean, I think the defense overall, they played well. They tackled better than they had previously. They ended up generating 3 sacks, 4 tackles for loss. On Florida State side, man, they didn't do much. Like I said, their DBs were up to the challenge. They did sack Miami 4 times. Definitely got after Cam consistently throughout the game. I thought the pressure was there in multiple situations. I didn't like the way, the communication was looking on the O-line, which we'll get into some of that later when we go to the film breakdown piece. But no, just overall, man, I think we handled business. Like I said, it's not necessarily ideal what you want, but at the end of the day, we got to win. A lot of other top teams had straight up dogfights. Penn State was in a dogfight with Wisconsin. Ohio State was in a dogfight with Nebraska until the end of the game. Texas barely escaped Vandy this week, if I'm not mistaken. So, get in here, get the win, get out, go home. And that's what we did, and I can very much appreciate it. I want to definitely shout out the entire defensive line in general. I thought we played great up front. We was really getting after it. Simeon Barrow, Ruben Bain, Tyler Barron, Mesidor, Cole McConaughey got in there and got some snaps. But I definitely thought we made plays. CJ Clark, him and OJ Frederick converged on that 3rd and 2 play that forced the 4th down in the first place. So definitely a lot of good play. And I liked what I saw from the D-line. We was getting after it. They was holding us pretty much all fucking game. I don't even know if we got a holding call, to be honest, the whole game. But that's neither here nor there, man. And I thought OJ Frederick played great. I really loved the way he played. He made different plays. He was putting his nose in on the tackling. They tried to throw it on him a couple of times. It was clamps pretty much every time. And that's pretty much that, man. As far as, from an offensive perspective, I thought Horton made some key catches. He had 6 receptions for 65 yards. Cam Ward went to him on 3rd down on 3 separate occasions, and we were able to pick up some good gains. One was a 3rd and 10, a 21-yard completion, a 3rd and 10 for a 16-yard completion. And yeah, man, and Sam Brown had a couple of snags as well. Obviously, nobody had a big receiving day, but we spread the ball around still. Arroyo got some touches this week, and I liked what I saw overall. The one thing I will say that I loved the entire game, and you'll see some of them in the film breakdown later. For the most part, whenever they were blitzing a corner or a safety, Cam Ward saw those and he hit it to our guys immediately on multiple occasions. One time it was to Sam Brown. I think 2 other times it was to Horton. He was seeing a lot of those corner blitzes and things like that. And Cam Ward has one of the fastest releases I've seen. Like, his release is very, very fast. the different arm angles and, you know, trajectories and stuff like that will definitely play well for him at the next level. This was a big game overall, man. We had over 120 something recruits there. They watched us show who's who. Mario said at the end of the game, when he was in the press conference, that there's a clear difference in the trajectory of this program versus the other programs, and then he hit his fist on the desk. I remember him saying that we was going to have an opportunity for the shoe to be on the other foot, and we really let them off easy. We punished them, but we didn't destroy them, right? So the funeral that I was talking about and all of that, they might be still alive a little bit. They might have a little fight left in them. Even though they got their ass beat, they might still have a little fight left in them. I don't know if we took their soul before they left, man. So that's that though. But we got the win, and the run game looked great. The trick pass or whatever, the pass to Cam Ward, the touchdown, I thought that was a nice little touch, little wrinkle. Dawson every week has been sprinkling in a couple of new plays that we haven't run, and you can tell he's doing it to put certain things on film so people don't know necessarily what to prepare for. You see a certain formation, a certain look, and you go, oh, this particular down and distance, they ran this. So you mix it in as much as you can. So there may be options they may be trying to key on, but if you have a wide variety of those options, there's just certain things or certain calls that are going to beat certain things no matter what they do. And it's harder to guess it. So every week he's been sprinkling different stuff in there. We tried the flea flicker, which they covered up very well. We only had 3 people downfield. They had 5 folks covering us, so they were able to cover that up well. We still made the completion to X, but they had some good coverage on that, man. I can't even lie. It was good coverage on that particular play. And overall, like I said, man, the run game was well. Martinez, man, he ran hard. Fletcher ran hard. And we pretty much got what we wanted in the run game. And I don't feel like at any point you could really be mad or disappointed at kind of doing what you want to do, right? Being physical, pushing them around. Like I said from the gate, these bitch ass boys couldn't fuck with us. We knew that. We knew that from the jump. And it's clear, like one program is headed here and the other program is headed this way. Between the losing of the recruits, they ain't got no money to buy out Norvell because they bought out Taggart, and Norvell buyout right now is $65 million. So they ain't got no choice but to sit here and suffer. They don't even have the bread to do that. They collective can't get the money together. They boosters can't get it together. They ain't got the money to fire him. The only way it ends up working is if he agrees to take a reasonable cut on the settlement to kind of not put them in too much of a pickle. But there's not really much that can be done, man. So them bitch ass boys 1-7. They're 1-6 in the conference. And it is what it is, man. I think that overall we could play much better on offense and not leave as many points on the field. I thought the defense played good. Like I said, man, a lot of fluky, broken shit, and they still didn't get 250 yards. You know, Brock Glenn was 5 of 18 passing. He got the little cheap ass touchdown at the end of the game, which we'll get to. That is in the film breakdown as well. And then Luke was 6 of 14 for 61 yards, man. So just being real, they really didn't do shit. Toafili had 26 yards. He was their leading running back. Luke ended up with 71 rushing yards and stuff like that. Ja'Kai Douglas, who I highlighted as their best wide receiver, he caught one pass for 29 yards on De'Ani Hill. Carl Hutt, we was impressed, man. Hill doesn't get a chance to press him. He misses. He's beat off the line. They throw a laser. It's a perfect ball to him and everything. But overall, I think we did what needed to be done in the sense of you got out of there with the win. The game was never in question. And, you got things that you can work on and tighten up and to get prepared for Duke. Right? So, real quick, easy game, man. I think this is the lowest points that we scored all year. 36. Tell me another time when the Canes scored 36 and they won the game by 3 scores and you weren't happy. Come on, man. It's give and take with all of this, but we know that we left at least 14 on the field. So I'm pretty sure we'll get in there and get it cleaned up and get it corrected, man. But that's pretty much it. As far as just certain things, there's no need to waste a bunch of time and stuff like that on this with Florida State. The Canes are 8-0. We're currently ranked number 5 in the AP poll right now, and we have Duke this week. So we'll definitely get into the film breakdown before we get out of here. And then once the film breakdown is done, we'll wrap it up and we'll be signing off, man. Welcome to Wisest Vision. This is the segment of the show where we'll get into some film breakdown and we'll just go over a couple of things that I saw throughout the game, some of the plays that I wanted to key in on. This will consist of some of the things we did good and also some of the things that we need to improve on moving forward. That way we can try to be 1-0 going into the next week. So I've done film breakdowns in the past, but overall this will be a little different. So one of the new things that I'll be doing is there will be a 15-minute running clock. And you'll see that 15-minute running clock on the screen. Once we get to the end of the 15 minutes, the film breakdown will pretty much be done. Some of these segments may be shorter than 15 minutes, but we get 15 minutes, which is 1/4 of football, to discuss some of the things that we saw. You guys feel free to go over or mention some of the things that you saw as well in the comments, but without further ado, we'll go ahead and just jump straight into it. So one of the first things that we're going to look at here are the sacks that we gave up this past weekend against Florida State. One of the things that I want to say is we had communication issues all night from the first quarter all the way into the fourth quarter. And it was one of the big reasons why we didn't score more points for sure. We definitely left a lot of points on the field. We should have scored at least 50 on them, but we're going to cover the sacks, man. A lot of communication issues up front. It was a lot of confusion. So the first one that we're going to cover is 9 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first quarter. Miami is up 7-0, second down and 11. So what I want you guys to pay attention to before I even play this is I want you to pay attention to Mark Fletcher. I want you to pay attention to Jalen Rivers, and I want you to pay attention to Zach Carpenter. The 3 of those guys don't block anybody on this particular play, and it leaves where Graham comes on a delay, and he comes in and sacks Cam Ward. So we're going to go ahead and play this. Boom, there's the sack. So we'll see it here on the playback. So, all right, so he gets the sack. All right, so boom, they circled him. He's coming right here. Now, if you look at how they're aligned, so 20 stays, Conrad Hussey is actually guarding Elijah Arroyo on this play. So he's guarding him. So what you see how they're aligned in an uneven front here, we call Hut. Bro, Rivers don't block anybody because there's nobody lined up right over him, right? And because Hussey is over Arroyo, and then you have Fletcher here. Fletcher doesn't block anybody either. And then also Zach doesn't block anybody. when you have three people that block nobody on a play and they're in pass protection, there's a good chance that you're going to get fucking sacked. So we going to go ahead and play this here. You see they circling it. Boom. Nothing. And also, to make it even worse, Matt McCoy get his ass kicked on the Fletcher. Matt McCoy get his ass kicked against Darrell Jackson Jr. So not only did we have three people that didn't block somebody, Matthew McCoy also lost his battle straight up. Jackson literally was pushing him into Cam. So on the very next play, 8 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Miami is still up 7-0, 3rd and 18. We just gave up a sack. And then we're kind of going to come right back here. So as you guys can see, we're already outnumbered. We have 6 people, 2 blocked. They have 7 people literally right on the line of scrimmage. So either one or two things has to happen here. You either get the throw out very quick and beat the numbers, because you know that if they have 7 at the line of scrimmage and we have 4 receivers split out, they're in man coverage. So this is a quick throw and a quick beater, right? What I would have probably liked us to do in this situation with them having 7 at the line is we probably should have just had Martinez leak out on a route. He stays in a block, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't think it really makes much difference. But the main thing to point out here, as soon as we call Hut, CC has 2 people, Edwin Joseph and Marvin Jones Jr., and he blocks neither one of them. He sticks both of his hands out like this. I don't even think he touched either one, and they bury Cam for the sack. So on this next sack, man, I think that one of the things that we just didn't do good with overall, honestly, is, like I said, the communication. The communication was just bad all night. And at various times we saw busts, in particular in the pass protection. So moving forward, I know we're shifting different guys in and out and stuff like that at certain spots, but we got to make sure that everybody's on the same page, man, because we can't really afford to have some of these mental lapses while we're at Duke. So on this next sack in particular, 37 seconds left in the second quarter. It's 2nd and 5. Miami is up 14-7. We're trying to get another touchdown put on the board here, and we come up short on this particular play. So on this play, Darrell Jackson Jr., bitch ass, get the sack. He actually did have a good game. He had 2 sacks. He had a couple other plays where he was wreaking some havoc. But what I want y'all to pay attention to on this play in particular is Matthew McCoy. So Matthew McCoy doesn't block anybody. Jalen Rivers gets beat by Darrell Jackson Jr. very badly. And then on the outside, this is Marvin Jones Jr. that's really going to give CC hell on this play. So we snap it, call Hut. I think this was a mistake. So how they end up going, this doesn't look intentional. Darrell Jackson Jr. really shoots inside like this, and it leaves Pat Payton just like kind of floating on the play. So, and he goes and he gets nobody basically. But that was Darrell Jackson Jr. beating us once again, and it just looked like communication issues. And like I said, part of that was a little quirky play, so maybe part of it happened because of how Peyton kind of got washed out of the play. But what happened with Rivers, I don't really think mattered, because he got blown up back into the spot, and you're really not giving your guy opportunity to do anything with that. So the next sack, which was the 4th one of the day, 8 minutes and 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Miami is up 23-7. It's 2nd and 19. And this sack is also going to be Daryl Jackson Jr. I do want to point out on this play, though, it definitely looks like he gets it's illegal hands to the face on Matt McCoy. But I will say, as the official, Matt McCoy was really getting his ass kicked majority of the night in pass protection. So if I see something that looks like it might be illegal hands to the face and I can't tell, I'm probably going with the benefit of the doubt that he just whooping your ass once again. And that's what it looks like on this play. But he does have high positioning of the hands, and you can see the lift up here. I don't know if he has it on the face mask or if it's right under there, but either way, walk back, and this is the 4th sack of the night. Boom, 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 boom. Here, we there. We did not do a good job of protecting him overall, man, and it's definitely something that we need to tighten up moving forward. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at 2 of these kickoff returns. Last week we were covering and discussing special teams in general, man. And I do want to take a look at a couple of these kickoffs, the opening kickoff in particular, and then another one. So with this first one, man, so this is the opening kickoff of the game. All right. And one of the main things that I want to point out here, man, is pay attention to Cam Pruitt. He gets blown up on this play. Chase Smith also missed his block. Luckily, CJ actually ran by both of those guys. But in general, I didn't like the way this looked to start the game off because multiple bad or missed blocks. And then even on the other side, we had guys that really got put on their ass. Like, this the beginning of the game, you think you're going to take shit to them, and the first thing that happens is they put 3 or 4 of our guys down. So, boom. CJ gets it right here. So, cleared. I'm pausing it right here. He get cleared. Look at that. Boom. Luckily, he had already ran by them 2 guys. But by the time this man is getting the ball, which I'm going to run this back real quick. And by the time he catches it right here. 1 second later, boom. We got somebody on their ass. Chase Smith missed block. This person out of position. And we got Loft and them headed up to go find somebody to seek to put a hat on. That's how we come out the gate. We definitely need to clean that up, man. Come with more intensity and everything in general. And then we're going to take a look at the next kickoff for Chris Johnson. So it's 6 minutes and 44 seconds left in the second quarter. Florida State has just scored, and they're going to kick the ball off to Chris Johnson. Miami is still up 14-7. So, boom. He catches it here, and already, as soon as he catch it, 1, 2, 3, 4 people basically pretty much going to be in his grill. So he goes this way, bounce, boom, boom, boom. Flag comes out. He cuts it up that way. Like, on both of these plays in particular, we getting knocked the fuck back. Like, we got to do a better job with blocking that up on the kickoff because these folks are being way more physical than us. And we know that we're a physical team, but we got to clean that shit up on kickoff, man. All right, so right here, one of the plays that we're going to take a look at is the first quarter, 14 minutes and 52 seconds. The score is 0-0. This is right after the kickoff for Chris Johnson. So I just wanted to take a little look at this play just because I like what we do on this play. Call Hut. We got a quick hitter coming to Arroyo immediately. Call Hut, boom. Get it out to Arroyo. Nice pickup of 12 or 13 yards. As soon as that happened, it's the first play of the game. And we got Florida State DBs fussing and yelling at each other and shit. Great way to come out. I liked what it looked like and everything. And I like that we made it a point to try to get him involved early. So the next play that we're going to take a look at here is to Sam Brown. So it's 13 minutes and 28 seconds left in the first quarter. The score is still 0-0. It is 1st and 10. Miami is roughly on about the 33-yard line, give or take. So boom, we call Hut, and just watch this, how quick Ward's release is. Ward really got one of the quickest releases I done seen. As soon as he called Hut, boom, puts it into the belly, believe in Martinez, back out, boom. Straight lightning strike out here to Sam Brown. And Sam Brown was running hard, man. Boom, first down. Easy money. Easy money. So then we come right after the first down to Sam Brown, and Ward is going to recognize the corner blitz that's coming. Boom. They come off the corner, laser. Ward get that bitch out, and then here we go. Can I have this dance? Ain't that what Mark Jackson be saying? Because he about to goddamn try to put this boy in a blender. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, boom. Go right by him. He missed the tackle. 18 save the play. Boom. Corner blitz coming. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I see you, Sam Brown. You ain't out there playing with them no more, man. Not playing with these boys. The next play we going to look at here is 1st and goal. 12 minutes and 25 seconds in the first quarter. The score is still 0-0. And we're going to hand the ball off to Mark Fletcher. He scores the touchdown, puts his knee down, points up to the sky. We opened up a super big hole too. I definitely want to send my condolences out to the entire Fletcher family. His father passed away this past week. And I definitely, I hope, thoughts and prayers with the Fletcher family. This is not something that just happens and then you just get over it. So, it's going to be something for the young man to deal with between him and his family. His father was, always super supportive, always around and things like that. So I definitely hope, there's a lot of great memories, that family can hold on to. And Mark stays, focused as much as he can with a heavy heart and continues to play and finish out the season, because according to some of the statements that have been made, I know Mario said something after the game, but him continuing to play and be around the team and them embracing him, in a certain way, certain manner, like family does, is something that Mark wanted. So definitely thoughts and prayers and condolences to the Fletcher family. It was good to see Fletcher score that touchdown. And he does the put the knee down and point to the sky anyway. So I know he was, pointing up for a particular reason this time, but he is a kid that has a lot of faith, and he's been doing that celebration for a while. I just think now it's going to have a much, bigger meaning for him when he do it because of who he's pointing up to. So prayers up for the family, man. So we're going to take a look at a couple more plays in particular by Cam Ward. This first one in particular that I want to point out, it's the first quarter. Miami is up 7-0. There's 2 seconds left on the clock, on the game clock. It's 3rd down and 20. And we're going to pick this up. So call Hut. Boom. We get it out. Ward's going through his progression. He climbs the pocket some. He sees Martinez, hits it to him, and then boom, Martinez make a move, and then we pick up 22 yards on 3rd and 20. Definitely a very nice pickup. 3rd and 20. I know a lot of times people have complained about Ward not hitting the check downs and stuff like that on this particular play, man. He climbed the pocket some, saw Martinez. It was open. He hit it to him, and he did exactly, what he needed to do. So this next play, it's 5 minutes and 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Miami is up 14-7. It's second down and 10. We're about to do a quick hitting route here. The reason why I wanted to highlight this is because, like I said at multiple times and points during the game, we were getting pushed off our mark a little too much for my liking on offense when it came to pass protection and then blocking on the perimeter in certain instances. So we're going to call Hut. Ward going to hit this out to X real quick. You can freeze it right here. You can see what's going on, but we losing. Trader is getting driven back. George doesn't win his battle. And X manages to go right outside of it and pick up a couple of yards, though. But that's another scenario for us where, I don't like the way it looks because we're getting whipped. Then his very next play, it's going to be 3rd and 4. 4 minutes and about 23 seconds left. Miami is up 14-7, second quarter. Ward is going to drop back, move around, and try to find some things. And on this play, he goes left, goes right, comes back, gets pulled up top. He's looking, and then he hits JoJo Trader on the sideline. Great catch by Trader, man. And I absolutely love this. Look at here. Boom. Okay, this way. Nope, he got him. Nope, he don't. Okay, boom. Go this way. Toss him off. Avoid the sack. He's coming back across. Boom. Easy hit for Trader right there on the sideline. Definitely love the way that play went. And then here we have second quarter, 3 minutes and 18 seconds left. Miami is up 14-7. It's 2nd and 8. Ward's going to call Hut. He drops back. He's going to run for some yards. He goes over here, and then he gets pushed out of bounds. This is funny to me because he's about a yard short, but he's telling him right after the play, you can see it. He goes, "You a bitch." And when I tell you I was dying laughing, it was hilarious. Look at him. Look, you a bitch. He a bitch. He pointing at him. He a bitch. And the official like, bro, chill out. War like, you a bitch, my boy. Oh, man, that was absolutely hilarious to me. Like, I got a great kick out of that, man. So we pick up a 4th and 1. Fletcher runs up the gut, and he gets a 4th and 1 on a hard run. And then Martinez runs on the next run. It's a no gain, pretty much. So now it's 3rd and 10. And this is one of the plays that I wanted to highlight. So there's 59 seconds left in the second quarter. Miami is up 14-7. It's 3rd and 10. And Cam Ward is going to hit Isaiah Horton on 3rd and 10 for a 16-yard pickup. Hut, boom, steps up, throw. Good tackle that's made by Florida State right there. Right after the play, they arguing. Good pocket. He step up in it. Boom, release it. Easy money. Soon as he get up, they talking to each other like, bro, what happened? What happened? But it's 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Miami is up 14-7. It's 3rd and 10 once again. And Cam Ward is going to hit Isaiah Horton for a 22-yard completion right here. And pay attention because Cam sees that the safety is coming off right here on the edge on a blitz. So we call Hut. Cam Ward sees him. Boom. He hits it to Horton. Immediately a fucking laser. Quick dot. He hit it to Horton. Good money, man. Boom. Call Hut. Hit it to him. Boom. Nice catch and run by Horton. I don't like the hit that Cam took at the end of the half when he scrambled that ball and Nicholson and Shaheem Brown both hit him. Like, I definitely want to make sure that, we're protecting him as much as possible. You know, you don't want them getting hit too much, man. So, all right. So this next play that we're going to take a look at is one where I would have preferred Jacoby to just get down. You know, like it's 9 minutes and 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Miami is up 17-7. It's 1st and 10. We just got a first down. Ward drops back. He's going to hit George over here. George catch the ball. He gets wrapped up. And then Buddy got his leg. And instead of him just going down, he tried to stay up. And then Edwin Joseph come from behind and hit him. Just go down, Jacoby. I know you trying to make plays and everything, man, but just go down because the health is more important in that situation. If somebody got your leg tied up, bro, you're not about to get off in that situation anyway. That's a high injury type of play, you know, if you don't protect yourself. So it's 7 minutes and 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Miami is up 17-7. And Ward is actually, I believe, going to hit Arroyo right here. So, boom, we fake it into Martinez's belly. We hit Arroyo, put him in space, let him get out there, and he picks up a nice chunk of yardage. So the next play we're going to take a look at here is 2 minutes and 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Miami is up 20-7. It's 2nd and 7. And Ward is going to hit George right here on a quick pass. It's going to go up for a first down. Good completion. So, 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Miami is up 20-7. It's 1st and 10. And here is the flea flicker. So we're going to call Hut. Give it to Martinez. He going to pitch it back. Or actually Fletcher, he going to pitch it back. Nice throw and catch to X. What I do want to point out on this play is Florida State actually had excellent coverage. So what you're going to see right here on the replay is, man, like they got this defended well. Everything is pretty much covered up. And the thing about this is when you see it, we only have 3 guys running routes. They have 5 people back here in coverage. So if somebody's beat, they're going in good spots to cover stuff up. And then they stayed with the 2 safeties over the top, you know, the entire night. So everything is covered here. Look. This is all covered. Cover. And X runs a great route, gets off his. But other than that, they covered that very well, man. You know, I can't really say anything about it in particular. So we're going to take a look at this play. Third quarter, 1 minute and 23 seconds left. Miami is up 20-7. It's 3rd and 10. And here we go. Cam Ward's going to see the DB blitz. Boom. He come off the edge. He's going to hit it out here to Horton real quick on 3rd and 10. And we picked up about 8 yards on the play. 7 yards on the play. Put us in position to kick a field goal. All right. This is a play that I would love for us to run again. It is the fourth quarter. It's 10 minutes and 23 seconds left in the game. Miami is up 23-7. It's 3rd down and 4. And we're going to run a screen to Chris Johnson. I love the call. Or we ran a play for Chris Johnson. It ended up not being a screen. I think they said a screen live. But I love the way this looked. I think we could have cleaned up the execution on it. But if we had given him a chance to catch that ball right around where he got tackled at and attempt to run, it could have been a very big play. And then the last throw that we're going to take a look at for Cam Ward for today is the fourth quarter, 5 minutes and 31 seconds left. Miami is up 23-7. It's 1st and 10. Miami's on the 21-yard line. Ward's going to call Hut. Boom. Laser right there to Horton. Great throw. Great pitch and catch, man. And great way to pick up some good yardage right there. 1st and goal. We're going to take a look at some of Martinez's runs, man. Like I mentioned before, Martinez and Fletcher, I thought both had great days on the ground. Overall, our run blocking for me, it looked great. The run game really shined and came through, man. And Martinez these last 2 weeks has had some really tough runs, and he's just been being a fucking beast. It definitely looks more similar to what I thought we were going to get from the jump. And I appreciate, how hard that he's running, how hard he's playing, man. So this first run we're going to take a look at, 15 minutes left. So this top of the second quarter, Miami is up 7-0. It's first down and 10. And we going to hand this thing off to Martinez. Boom, boom, bounce, nice cut. Come back in. Great pickup. Great pickup right here. So the next one we're going to take a look at is 14 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. Miami is up 7-0. Second quarter. It's second and 10. Ward's hands off to Martinez. Boom. He run the fuck through Shaheem Brown. And then my boy going to the crib. Going to the crib. He switched that ball to the outside hand and everything. Easy money. Easy money. 18-yard touchdown. It is what it is, man. That was real easy money. So boom. They circling him here. So boom. And old man Cam came through and sealed it. Great fucking block by Cam McCormick right here to actually seal that play. Martinez sees it. He's getting the block is getting he's pushing him towards the middle. Martinez see it. Quick bounce. He gonna run through Shaheem Brown. Boom. Ball in the outside hand. Walk in. Get the fuck off me, man. Y'all boys don't want no smoke. Once again, Cam McCormick come around. Seal the block. Run through Shaheem. Easy money. All day. All day. Easy money. So the next run that we're going to take a look at is the third quarter. It's 10 minutes and 8 seconds left. Miami is up 17-7. It's 4th and 1. And we're going to hand the ball off to Martinez. So the one thing I want to point out about this play, a lot of people, including me, have been critical of Martinez not bouncing any runs to the outside. If they hand that bitch off to him, he going straight forward. He has refused to bounce runs pretty much the entire season. It's 4th and 1, and when we call Hut and we hand this ball off, that middle is clogged the fuck up. If he tries to go there, he's probably not successful on this play. But he bounced that shit out. Boom, boom, go up, get a couple of yards on 4th and 1, first down. We was really aggressive overall, just making sure that we was continuing to go for it and stuff like that. So, and then we're going to check out this other run here. Here we go. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to Martinez, straight up the middle. Boom. That's the one right there. That's the one. Break out on them bitch ass boys. Stiff arm. He get pushed out of bounds. So we gonna watch this again. So 1st and 10. We're up 29-7. We hand it off to him. He hit the hole. He always keeps his legs moving. Legs moving. Spin up out of there. And then boom. Now it's time to slide. Let's go. Honestly, right here, he probably should have just kept running. Because Earl Little probably was going to miss that fucking tackle. If he had just kept running and made him run through and try to tackle him, he probably was going to miss that tackle, man. Can't really, put no stock in nothing like that for real. So, boom. Next one we're going to take a look at. 2 minutes and 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Miami is up 29-7. It's 2nd and 10. We hand it off to Martinez. He run up the middle. And then he's moving, folks. He's moving, folks, on that one. Good shit. The next run that we're going to take a look at here is 3rd and 5. Hand off to Martinez. Straight up the middle. Get the fuck off me. Get off me, bitch. Keep running. Keep pushing. Easy money. Like at this point, we just handing it off and letting him go. Next one we gonna take a look at. 1st and 10, a minute and 55 seconds left, 29-7. The Canes are up, stomping on Florida State. Sorry ass. We ain't stomping on them how I wanted to stomp on them, but we still beat their ass either way. Boom. Handed off to Martinez. My boy basically went untouched into the end zone. Second touchdown of the day. We opened up hella big holes. Fletcher had hella big holes as well. And we ran the ball for over 200 yards, even with the sack yardage. All right, man. So we gonna go ahead and take a look at some of the things that defense did. We'll probably look at, not even probably, we're gonna take a look at some of the shit that was done correctly, and some of the mishaps and things that we need to clean up. Overall, I won't say I had a lot of issues with it, obviously, because a busted play here, busted play there. They really didn't do shit. But this first play we're gonna take a look at. I wanted to highlight and shout out OJ Frederic. I thought OJ played a phenomenal game, man. And I was really impressed with what I saw once again. So this play here in particular is the second quarter. It's 11 minutes and 7 seconds left. Miami is up 14-0. It's 3rd and 2, and OJ and Clark are gonna combine to make this tackle. I want y'all to pay attention to how OJ shoot down, get up in there, and make a fucking play. Our DBs on the edge ain't doing this often. Boom. Get off the block. Boom. Boom. Right there. Nothing. No fucking problem. No problem. Good stop. So the next play we're going to take a look at, man, is the 4th and 1 right after that stop. The one thing I don't like is we have consistently kind of been not prepared for 4th down. We need to be more prepared. Teams are going to continue to go for it on 4th down. We just got to accept it. So on this play in particular, man, I want y'all to pay attention. So it's 10 minutes and 28 seconds left in the second quarter. Miami is up 14-0. It's 4th and 1. We just got the 3rd down stop. And they're going to run this play. Watch the get off Mezzi get. Look at the get off Mezzador get. He all the way through there. They actually fumbled that damn snap, if I'm not mistaken. Pick it up and go. Broken play here. And he ends up going. Like, we had him right there where we wanted him. But it's a bad snap. He fumbles it. Picks it up. Goes. Get in the scrum. And then boom. Broken play. You know, something like that in particular, man, it is what it is, man. So, this next play we're going to take a look at. Miami is up 14-0, second quarter, 9 minutes and 39 seconds, 1st and 10. He's going to bootleg here. He's going to roll out. There's no contain. Tyler Barron's running full speed. Boom, snags him and rips him down. Makes a great play, makes a great tackle. I don't understand why we didn't have contain there. Just knowing who was in the game. But Ruben Bain is also getting held like a motherfucker right there, as you can see. And boom, he snatches him down. My only problem with this, boom, on 1st and goal, boom, we stop him. I'm loving what I'm seeing. 1st and goal, we stop him. 2nd and goal, we stop him. 3rd and goal, boom, we stop him at the 1. And then my only problem with what happens here on 4th down is, so it's 4th and goal. It's 6 minutes and 50 seconds left. Miami is up 14-0. Florida State is on the 1 yard line. They call hut, and they're going to toss it to the running back. I don't know what the fuck Kiko is doing right here. OJ pretty much is washed out of the play, and the way it gets sealed down or whatever, Alderman can't get to the play. I'm not really sure what we were doing, but Zaquan get pushed this way. Kiko took himself out of the play. Like, boom. So 86 come, he puts Zaquan on his ass. Kiko, I think he got blocked by a fucking wide receiver or something, and he ends up doing nothing on that play. Really don't understand it. I just don't even know what to say in regards to Kiko in general. The next play we gonna take a look at here, man. Miami is up 20-7. 5 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 6. Call Hut. Drop back. Boom. Hit Ja'Kai Douglas up the field. De'Anni Hill gets beat. So the one thing about this play, if y'all pay attention though, Simeon Barrow almost wrecked the entire play by himself. He almost wrecked the play and made it happen, but pretty much while De'Anni Hill gets beat right here, he's in press man, and he comes off the line and he misses on the press. He misses jam, and then once he misses jam, he's beat. He's trailing. Perfect pass by the quarterback, man, and you can't even be mad at that one. Perfect pass. And Miami is going to come through right here with the sack. Everybody was there, jumped on his ass. Easy money, dog. Next play we going to take a look at, man, is 3rd and 10. Fourth quarter with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left. It's going to drop back, and this is just going to be what you call a motherfucking team sack. 3 motherfuckers sacking him. It is what it is. And that's pretty much going to be the ball game. Now, the one play that I do want to cover, I do know it was in garbage time, and I know there were backups in. I seen Washington in at corner and stuff like that. But this play in particular bothers me because even when the starters are in, they do stuff like this. And our DBs are constantly confused about what they're supposed to do. So on this play in particular, Malik Benson is going to go in motion. So it's the fourth quarter. It's 23 seconds left. It's 3rd and goal. Miami is up 36-7. Malik Benson goes in motion. And De'Anni Hill is the one, I believe, that is running with him in motion. And basically, we end up with 3 and 2 over here. Hill stays where he is. Nobody actually picks up Malik Benson. And then it's an easy touchdown. And they're turning around and they're looking at each other. And De'Anni like, oh, I told y'all. But no, man. In motion, he's signaling something to them. They can't see that. They're locked in on their guy. That's your guy. We're in man. We're in man. Just completely out of position. That personally bothered me. And we'll be signing off, man.
We play this game to win. By any means necessary. To our last breath. To the last play. We hunt. When we bleed, it's orange and green. War ready is the phrase often used. Around these parks, it's game time. No need to turn back the hands of time. We back like we never left. One thing that'll never change is the brand, the you.